Hello all, welcome to the Thoughts Party channel. I hope you are doing extremely well. Today we're going to talk about Lauren's feminine traits. Those traits that pulled Cameron right in upon seeing her physically. Now we all know, obviously, they connected emotionally very well in the pods. But physically, there was always that outlier there. Would it be constant physical attraction? Would it be instant? And when they met, to their surprise, they were actually each other's dream physical beings as well as emotional. So they ticked all of those boxes in those departments. We don't know about them spiritually. We don't know about, financially, we know that Lauren is a content creator. Not sure how much she was making, but as a scientist, I don't know if he's a data scientist, but I know he's in artificial intelligence. Obviously, at the Google search, that would show you how much he earns. But aside from that, so we only know about their emotional and their physical connection. That went really well. So I'm just going to touch on 4 points that Cameron noticed about Lauren immediately upon seeing her, and that was forever etched in his memory upon seeing her at first, because he mentions it all throughout the whole series. And number 1 is teeth. Teeth is connected to your smile. If your smile is going to be great, obviously teeth is a factor. Obviously, the whole picture comes into that. The way your smile looks on your face and all of that, that's all important. But with teeth that are not clean, that are not white, that will definitely affect the smile. Whether you have a broad smile or not, or a resting bitch face smile, if there's something like that, your teeth will still be a main factor that will keep your smile. So I'm going to give you a tip. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, so do consult your doctor before trying this tip. I use bicarbonate of soda with water, and also I use biotin. Biotin, I'm not sponsored. Biotin sometimes, but most of all I use bicarbonate of soda and water. Now, this is at your own risk, because bicarbonate of soda might be sensitive for some. It's not for me, but you must try that if that works for you. Do try maybe whitening toothpaste. I wouldn't advise that you sort of go out and get your teeth whitened because of all the chemicals and all of that, because bicarbonate of soda does a really quick job, and it's natural and it's cheap, of whitening your teeth quite efficiently and in a speedy fashion. You can literally see results in 1 week. I've always been asked if I have actually gone to get my teeth whitened, and I simply tell them, absolutely not. The only trick is bicarbonate of soda and water mixed to a paste, and just brush that on your teeth, and there you have it. So teeth is really important. Although Lauren has a beautiful smile, if she had yellow teeth, cavities, that would not be appealing to Cameron at all. And also, she did mention that she was a bit worried. She said now it looks like it's come to the physical segment where even if her hair's sticking up, and then she mentioned if her breath smells. So that makes me know that she is very, 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 very sure about what she's doing in terms of her hygiene, and she is aware of it, and she makes a conscientious effort to take care of her dental health. So we know that usually when you're kids and you go to the dentist, you're supposed to brush your teeth in the morning and in the evening, nighttime before you go to bed. And obviously, if you've had onions or garlic or ginger with allium in it, that can really heighten that smelly breath. So you need to obviously get to grips with that and make sure that you are brushing more than often if that's something that you eat, or anything that is on the foul side. Just making sure you're keeping your dental health up to scratch. And obviously, this is all good aesthetically, but it will help you as you're getting older as well. Looking after your dental cavity, your dental health. That will all help you going to the doctor, going to the dentist less. You know, that will all help in the long run. So don't neglect that. That was number 1, teeth connected to the smile. And number 2 is perfume. I remember Cameron did say that he was grateful that he could actually hold and hug her now. And also the perfume is something that resonated with him, that he said he could smell her perfume. So I would recommend that you keep a small container of perfume. You don't have to take the full perfume around with you. I mean, you can if you want. There are quite a few people that like to be a helping hand, friends, you know, just other women in general. So when they take a big size, the whole size, it helps them because it makes them feel that they're helpful. I'm like that. I usually am the one that has all the tissues, the perfumes, deodorants, what have you. So just a small container is enough. And also, let it reflect your personality. Do you like flowery scents? Do you like quite strong musky scents? Quite feminine, quite mild? Or do you like quite strong and yes, this is my presence, I am felt, I am here? So just know what you want in that regard. Also try out new perfumes as well. You don't have to try the latest. Sometimes just go in and ask, oh, you like flowery scent, you like quite feminine, mild scent. And if you like a strong one, you can always test. And I'm sure you've probably done that before. And let me know what your favourite perfume brands are. Also, what sort of scents do you like? Do you like the strong scents, the flowery scents? And then thirdly, her hairstyles. Now, it's always good to have a range of hairstyles if that's what you want. And if you want more of a signature style, like maybe a bob all the time, like Kelly Rowland, for example, she had a bob that was her signature style for ages and ages before now she's recently started doing more longer hairstyles, but she had her signature style for ages. Like Brandy had her signature braids for ages and ages. But with Lauren, she has quite a bubbly personality. I don't think she would be comfortable to sort of have one hairstyle all the time. She switches it up as and when she needs to. And you can also follow the same if you want a signature style, like maybe Toni Braxton's short bob haircut that she always has, and just, you know, just maybe changes it up by maybe doing finger waves or relaxing it and trimming it really low, or maybe bumping it a bit at the top, but always keeping the uniformed bob cut. You can do the same too, or you can switch it up. I personally love the switch up because it adds new angles to the face. It gives you a new look each time. Sometimes you can look older when you do longer, more, you know, vivacious, big, strong, bold curls, or you can look younger when you do longer braids like Poetic Justice braids. And you can switch it up with your looks. Switch it up if you'd like, or keep a uniformed signature look. Totally up to you, but just make sure that everything is blended in well. If it's extensions, make sure it's laid properly, and also just make sure that your baby hairs do not look too excessive. If it's a wig, and I would implore that you get the dyeing right of the lace, because sometimes the foundation that is filled in those lace parts, they look really, really unnatural. And it's not appealing. It literally looks like a marker, a brown marker has been drawn in the middle at the middle, like starts from the nape all the way to the middle of the person's head, and it looks extremely bizarre. So I would really, really pay attention to that, making sure that you dye the inside of the lace properly and thoroughly, making sure it's all covered so that it looks as natural as possible. So when you comb it and part it, it looks natural. And if you'd like to give your suggestions of how you wear extensions and make sure that it looks effortless, that it doesn't look incredibly ghetto or, just not well kept, please do put your comments below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this lace mishaps that sometimes we see, and some people have their lace effortlessly flawless, like Lauren's wigs and weaves have looked absolutely gorgeous. It's all blended in, and there's no sort of difference of textures. If it's a long weave, she's got it all blended. If it's a wig, it's laid properly. So, and also she explained to Cameron that hair was very important to her. She explained why she was wearing the bonnet, which he referred to as a beret, which was really cute and very nice. I think that bonnet beret thing is going to be a thing that will stay. So that she shows the importance of that, how hair is important to her. So right off the bat, we see an impression that Lauren is going to be someone that takes care of her hair. It is her pride. Her hair is very important to her. She categorically told Cameron that, just so he's aware that hair is important to her. And we can see that clearly. She takes care of her hair. Her hair never looks a mess. It's always laid well. And that is important. Okay. And fourth, I will add, hair as well. Making sure the underarms are really looked after. As we can see, Lauren's legs, when Cameron knelt down to propose to her, legs were very smooth, all waxed. Her underarms were waxed very well when she put her arm, wrapped her arm around Cameron after he'd proposed and called him a Prince Charming. You could see that her underarm was the same tone as her arms. Now, if you'd like remedies on that as well, or if you'd like to leave me your suggestions and your thoughts of what you do, has it worked for you in terms of your underarms, do let me know. And also with waxing hair, make sure that's a religious regime that there's a religious regime you follow. Underarms, make sure that's waxed clean, and your eyebrows as well, make sure that's threaded and beautifully looking clean and neat, that there aren't any fuzzy hairs around the eyebrows. And maybe you can set a calendar alert or something on your phone to perhaps do it every month and a half or every month, just as you please, as is, it looks, as you look in the mirror and you see that it looks a little bit unkempt, just make sure that you're getting it threaded. You can also do it by yourself if you're quite good at doing it. These are all options that you need to look at just to make sure that you are covered, so you don't look scruffy and not looking well kept or well put together. You don't want that. So these are just little basic things. You don't need to, break the bank for all of these things that I'm outlining here. Even with a perfume, some of the commercial ones are quite cheap. And with your hairstyle as well, if you have that creativity, I love to do my own hair, and usually I'm able to take as much time as possible with it because it's for me. So I don't have to tell someone, oh, can you part it that way? Because I'm doing it myself, I can really put a lot of effort into it. Effort that I'm appreciative of because I know I'm doing it for myself. So find those options. And so just maintain your look as in all. Just make sure that you are looking after your appearance, because maintaining a polished look, it's always good for your appearance. And as Lauren said, when you feel good, you're able to show gratitude and you feel good, you know? So those are those traits that Cameron instantly connected with, those beautiful feminine traits that Lauren exuded without forcing. And I will keep on saying she is not forced. She's naturally being herself all throughout the series. And that is absolutely breathtaking to see, to watch throughout the series. It's amazing. She's not trying to be anything that she isn't. So I will leave it there, guys. As always, we welcome your thoughts, opinions, and everything you'd like to voice out here on The Thoughts Party.